Hey everybody, well, okay, hot start, hello. So this is ILLUSOry.WAD, and we are on episode 2, which apparently has a bit of a... Oh, hold on. Sorry, me being super professional, as always. There we go, now you can actually see the extended stats. Like, why does this look different? I was playing a little bit offline and had ultra-wideness engaged. Damn it. Figures, just one shot away. Why is this a... yeah, that's right. We're playing ILLUSOry.WAD. A megawad where the secrets are a little bit on the strange side. So why is this door like this? Why is that door a secret? The world may never know. But hey, you know what? We already found 2 out of 7 secrets, and... yeah, we're still in early days. 3 out of 7. Oh. Oh, this is weird, man. Okay, well, it's very abstract. Yes, thank you. I guess... what in the hell? Nope, someone forgot a texture. That's okay. I mean, at least there's multiple light levels. I'll give it that. It's a bit of a bit jumbled outside of that. Thank you for the shells, by the way. Apparently we still have... I wonder if that room over there is actually a teleporter that brings me elsewhere. God, this is so strange. Or is that... that is actually an exit switch. What? Okay. Well, you know what that means. That means that we're missing something. And I'm not entirely sure what. Okay. Slightly mysterious. Episode 2, M1, I guess. Gotta say, though, nice music choice by the Wadinator. I don't even know where to go from here. So there's obviously... actually, you know what? Let me just... kind of rub against these walls, I suppose, because they do like to... there it is. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that would have been... that was really awkward to squeeze into as well. Wonder if there's one on the other side. Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it was only that one. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, there's the hint, of course. It's there. It's subtle, but it's there. Okay. Yeah, now it feels like we're getting somewhere. These double kills. Oh, shit. Okay. It's all good. Everything's fine. No. Bad timing. Alright, that's all the kills. Alright. A little bit uneven, but overall, not too bad. So I'm guessing this is probably the last... yep, those are the last items. And we're back at the beginning. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up the exit, I suppose. Yeah, very odd. I kind of want to lump this in with the whole stream of consciousness thing. It was definitely a little bit... I don't know. I think I kind of wish that the... lighting were maybe a little bit less bright, but at least there is some variance in there. And like I said, I could understand, like, especially in older WADs, lights kind of trending bright just due to the nature of CRTs. Like, I have a feeling that my D-Zone community project WAD, I'm probably going to have to adjust the lighting for it after I actually get it onto my main system. But, yeah, we'll see. Not helped by the fact that I'm using Doom 1.1. So, I don't really have very much in the way of gamma correction settings. Just 2 of them. Either too dark or too bright. It's perfect. But anyway, as far as ratings go, not a bad opener. It's a little bit strange. I mean, you do have to go through some fake walls to actually reach the exit. The secret placement is weird as always. And in a lot of these situations, in this one, I think most of that's accidental. As far as ratings go, yeah, I don't know. I had some fun with it. Let's go with a 7. Now, let's move on to the next one. Containment. Oh. This is bright. That is a low kill count, too. Huh. What? This almost feels like the author just experimenting with line def actions or something. Surprised I haven't run into any secrets yet. Skip those for now. Oh. And the world is even happening right here. Well, there's our first secret. Perfect. Okay, well, this map is as small as it initially looks, too. What is this? Like... Alright. Can we get one more? Don't want to waste a single shell in this 1994 MW. Oh, goodness. Well, we have one secret out of 2 already. And, yeah, that's right. That door back there didn't open, so let's just press on, I suppose. What is this? This is just scuffed. Is that really it? I mean, thanks for the backpack, I guess, but that was really underwhelming. Is there any more ammo I can pick up? I'm kind of leaning towards probably not, but... yeah, that seems like a negative. Is that really just the whole map? That is bizarre. Alright, let's get that off. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick scan of this room. Yep, there's nothing in there. Didn't think so. Missed the elevator. And then we're going to go ahead and exit. That was quick. Man. Alright, in here, and then... oh, no. No. There. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. I mean, it was playable, but there's just no substance there whatsoever. I mean, how do you rate a map like this? I mean, it's not exactly offensive, but would I recommend playing it? No. It really needed fleshed out, and then it had some other just mapping sins, like, alright, here's the yellow key, and here's the yellow door. What? Why? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 2. It's not like it's broken, but why bother? Why bother? Okay, next map. Oh geez, yeah, this is I don't know. Like in the first episode, you can kind of see improvement throughout, but I mean, it's kind of funny in a way because this is why is that impossible? But no, it's kind of funny in a way because this is starting to feel like how Doom was, where, and this isn't being entirely fair, mind you, but it's kind of like the initial sentiment where it's like, oh, you got this really polished and slick episode 1, followed by episodes 2 and 3, which are kind of Now, disclaimer, that's not exactly necessarily how I feel these days, but it's easy to kind of get that vibe initially. I gotta say, the whole thing where it's either... why is that 20 damaging floor? Yeah, the whole thing where the lighting is either full bright or just flickering. Full dark and flickering. Yeah, it's getting a little bit tired. Yeah, this is just... yeah, I don't know. Unlike the last one, this one actually feels like it might be a little bit oversized for what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just a simple key hunt from the look of it. Now, that is kind of continuing a trend that I noticed in episode 1 where the author would put like the other key on the other side, kind of forcing you to actually go, oh, hello, to actually go in and get the stuff, which isn't bad. It's a little bit, oh, can I sneak in? Yes, thank you. Cool. Somehow that worked out, and I think this is go-throughable. I thought something was. I don't know. I probably just misinterpretated it. Alright, well, 90% of the key hunting was done just in this tiny corner of the map. Yeah, I don't know. This is not... I'm not the biggest fan of this so far. So what's back here? I think there was a path that I didn't go down. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's just not, what in the world? Oh, like kind of an ammo cache. That's pretty cool. Oh, geez, watch out for that. Holy shit, if you had the blue key but no yellow, you could get trapped in here. Is it like that for... what? Is it like that for all of these, I wonder? Yeah, it is. So yeah, you... Kaboom. Author loves barrels, that's for damn sure. And that is... actually the exit. Alright, so what's back... Ugh, this is so weird. It's so awkward navigating this. So we got this area here. Of course, it's a secret. Worshipping the barrel, are we? No, that's nothing. Just a sky texture. I don't know, man. Okay, well, I wonder where the last secret is. It's probably like... oh, never mind. I don't want to go in there again, because, you know, 20 damaging floor just hurts my soul. I think I'm just going to do an IDDST. I see. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so let's see if we could actually trigger that. I'm kind of curious. A little bit awkward since it's sort of... yeah. I know how we could do it. Haha! Id clip to the rescue. Perfect. Okay, well, I guess let's exit. This is just... I don't know. I'm not feeling as much excitement for this as I was with episode 1. Episode 1 was pretty shaky in terms of overall quality, but this one's just kind of leaning towards consistently meh. And I think that kind of follows along. Like, it doesn't really... I don't know, they're just kind of... it's getting boring, kinda. Like, in episode 1, it felt like the author was being a little bit more experimental. It's like you had that one city map, and you still had plenty of, you know, star tan and such, but... I don't know. This is really uneven. I'm gonna go with a 5 for this one. That might be a little too high. I don't know. Just because it feels like maybe there's a little bit more effort put into it, but it still feels kind of... I don't know. Alright, next. God, again, this is... oh boy. I really hope this isn't one of those situations where the author wanted to make a mega-wad and just kind of started rushing maps, because that would be very unfortunate. Because as with, you know, most things, I would much rather see just one really good episode than 3 not so great episodes. Yeah, blue key required. Oh, is that a different light level? No, it's not, of course. Jeez, alright. Ooh, that is... really? Eh. So, you know what that means. We fell all that way, which means that we are almost certainly going to have to ride an elevator up, though. Why is the exit right here? Well, we're not going to take that. We're going to... we're not going to take it. No, we ain't going to take it. We're going to press on. We're going to kill all the monsters, and we're going to see what the hell's behind that blue door. Yeah, this is the thing I was worried about. Man, and it's... really? This is it? I went all the way up here for that. That's... oh boy. Okay, well. At least that's just, you know, like a relatively sane damaging floor, I suppose. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Because, yeah, 20 for that would have just been kind of silly. Not gonna lie. Alright, what's up here? Not that way. This way. What the hell is this? Was that really it? Or do I just jump? Of course. Well, thanks for the plasma, I guess. And the ammo. Huh. And then a safe route down here. Okay. Man, it's just kind of... It's just kind of all blurring together at this point. Like, it's like the themes are fairly consistent. It's like, it almost feels like you have like an area that's either concrete or tech-basy. And then all of a sudden you have one room that's just uses hell textures. It's so hard to commentate on this, because, like, what is there to commentate on? Episode 1 at least had some more interesting themes and all that stuff. This one's just kind of... It just kind of exists. 4 out of 10, I guess. Alright, command center. Now... Okay, 46. That's looking a little more promising. Although we're still seeing a lot of just the star texture set. I'm guessing that's supposed to be continuity. Just... You hit a switch last time, so here's a switch, which is fine. No problem there. Alright, that's, a little bit of weirdness with the mid-texture there. It's kind of half expecting that to be a crusher, not gonna lie. Okay, well, we're already seeing... I mean, the same visual themes, but... that's a red on the other side. Is it really? Yeah, it is. Oh? There's something there, and I'm not sure how to open it yet. Let's just press on, I suppose. Found it. Well, that was fairly straightforward. I guess just... Oh, this is really awkward. Is there anything up this side? Nope, just loops around. Kind of figured. Alright, we survived that. Everything's fine. Hey, more light levels. That is nice. Odd shapes. Hello, goodbye. Oh, a little bit of a spiral there, but yeah, overall this is definitely more promising than the previous ones have been. Yellow there. Someone forgot an upper texture, it looks like. But yeah, in terms of layout, it's pretty nonsensical overall. But, oh, jeez. At least I can still shoot them. Could be worse. Yeah, it's like one of those cases. You don't want to really get too close because, well, they can scratch you from wherever they want. Because the monsters are dirty cheaters. Yellow key. So is that actually the... It's not the exit. It seems to be just like a teleporter. Now, I think I mentioned this. This is E2M5, so we are going to be dealing with a secret exit. Presumably. I can't imagine that would have changed. What's in here? Hey, got him. Nice. Actually, still have quite a few kills, too. Oh, that's where this is. It's like, this almost feels like it's laid out like a deathmatch level. You know? It's just... You actually go back up. Okay, that's just missing a texture. It does make it kind of hard to see exactly how high it is. Alright, let's go to the yellow door and see what's behind this. And I figure if I end up getting the quote-unquote wrong exit, I'll just go ahead and just rewind. Oh, see, like, this is... Well, one, it's not full bright, so... Plus... I'm not going to call the texturing inspiring or anything, but yeah, like... You know... I kind of like what the author was going for with the architecture here. It's just kind of... It's kind of swell, you know? And of course you decided to do your drifting. The cacos are light. Thanks, auto aim. Oh, this is so awkward. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up there. I was trying not... Oh, yeah, see? This is more like it. You know, like the... It's actually using the dark, flashy lighting to actually make kind of a cool looking visual effect. It's a little unfortunate that there's a random impassable line def there, but you know, it is what it is. And... Oh my goodness. There's no point in even trying sometimes. Yeah, whatever. I've got plenty of ammo. Not gonna be super bummed about that. And I think the unfortunate part about this is, aside from that ammo, this actually kind of neat looking room doesn't really do anything for you. Is there anything on the ground level? Kind of doesn't look like it. Kind of looks like it's just... Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, well... Nice room. I'll give him that. Was this always open? I can't remember. Yeah, we're not gonna deal. Awesome. And I think this is just one of those trap rooms. Well, it uses very appropriate textures for a barren room, I guess. Seems a bit dickish, though. Although I guess there is plenty of warning in hindsight. Alright, well, whatever. We killed them all. And now we just need to figure out... Oh yeah, there's this thing here. Need to figure out where the secret exit is, and that way we can kind of continue onward. We also have another secret, which... Yep, go figure. That... Is this a secret exit? Let's see. It is, alright. Good to know. Alright, well, you know what? It was weird, but it was alright. It's weird, but it was alright. I think I'm also going to give this one a 7. Just, I mean, the layout wasn't anything really... Actually, the layout was kind of all over the place, but there was a lot more substance in there than there was throughout most of this episode so far, sadly. And, I mean, honestly, kudos to that one room with the somewhat cool lighting, and I don't know, that was just kind of interesting. You know, it's just a little bit of flair that this episode really desperately needed. That makes me feel a little better. So anyway, let's move on. No. I want to play Valiant again for some reason. What? This is another, like, test, like, set of swastikas. I think it is. It's just like a remix of the... I think it is. I think it's literally just a remix of the, of E1M9. Which is... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It's kind of lazy. We'll see. Let's see. Let's give it a chance. Alright, so it's not... We're not immediately going into another swastika, which means that they did draw new lines for it, at least. Unless... Well, I mean, all the barrels seem to be placed in the shape of one, but... Weird. I mean, that would be like... Actually, no, I can't really say that. I was going to say it would be like if they made an homage of Wolfenstein 3D and then it just spanned across multiple levels, but that's kind of exactly what they did with Doom 2. Well, here's a smaller swastika. That's different, I guess. Ooh, unmarked key door. Naughty, naughty. And I don't know what you're doing there, but I can't go through you. So, let's go around. I mean, it's different, I guess. It's actually substantially uglier. And I don't know, at least with the other one, you know, there's a little bit more room to move. Doom Engine does not handle tight spaces very well. Okay, good. Still also have this nasty tendency of just hoarding. Oh, Doom! There we go. Well, that's neat. It's kind of like an homage to 2 different games. Perfect. Okay, so that's what was behind the pillar. Sweet. Let's go back through the Doom secret. That, actually it's spelled out very nicely. I like how it's connected together. So, you know what? Let me go ahead and just sort of recant my criticism of the layout. It's still not pleasant to move through, but you know what? If you're making auto map art, even if it's just spelling out Doom, I can respect that to some extent. So, I guess we have to go back to main section. Now, yep, right here. Which one's... Okay, red. Across the way. Of course, I take a tick of damage. Hey, light levels. Thank you. More backpacks. Cool. Let's not board ourselves. Let's kill the mid-tiers with a decent weapon. I don't really want to... That's the exit switch. Alright, well, we still have more to do. So I guess let's go back to... Well, there's that yellow door, and then there's... one back here, I believe? Yeah, alright, good. I wasn't making stuff up. That's a good sign. Hi. Oh. Well, that's cute. Huh, did the author actually know? Did they actually recognize the strength of the blur sphere? Because if that's the case, then I applaud them. I mean, it's a little bit on the nose putting it, you know, right next to the Spider Mastermind. But hey, you know what? Still kind of nice. The thing, it's like, you know, like kind of thinking back, I can't really think of very many WADs from this era that really made proper use of the blur sphere in any way. I mean, Doom 2 did. Alright, I got this thing. Yeah, it's... Just trying to get more tracer coverage on that second one, but I didn't really advance enough, so we're just gonna have to suffer through this. But yeah, it's like with Dead Simple. Yeah, American McGee knew exactly what he was doing with that one. More barons. Is there anything else in this room? I wonder. Doesn't seem like it. Well, let's just go ahead and wall hump, I guess, because this seems... There's still a bunch of stuff that I didn't get. I mean, 12 kills, 1 secret, 3 items. Yeah, I think this room's just has more barons. Alright, well, didn't even get any early warning with that one either. It's terrible. Alright, IDDST it is. Right there, next to the Doom secret. Okay. Well, let's head over there, I suppose. Into the doors we go. Where we'll stop, nobody knows. I think You can just go... There's this... Yeah, it's the pillar. Right. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did miss something. Because, yeah, that's where that... There were 2 pillars. I was thinking of the wrong one, obviously. Alright, let's navigate through this awkward little thing here. Alright, so where... Oh, haha. Oh, that wasn't it. Well, there isn't actually. Yeah, because it's like right... Yep, there it is. Berserk and... that is... That actually is kind of obvious. In hindsight, anyway. So now what about those other kills? IDDKT? Oh, I see that. I see that on the map. Alright, good. At least we're not going to be missing anything. We are going to go back to the D. And it's right here. Holy moly. Hey. Bastard. Didn't get all the items, though. IDDIT? Oh, I guess there was something in front of the exit. I don't remember what it was. Wasn't paying that close attention, to be honest. Follow. And, I guess let's just go to the exit. Look, Ma, Doom's a 2D game. Alright, so red door. Got it. So, wait a minute. No, I did it wrong. Well, one thing I will say is at least the author... Oh, that's right, light amp goggles. Hey, look, this nicely lit room is now way too bright. Alright, let's leave. Okay, you know what? I actually kind of enjoyed that one. So let's go ahead and give that one an 8. Because it was definitely a bit more... Like, it was definitely trying some things. And as I said before, that kind of seems to be what's mostly missing with this episode. It's like, most of the maps are fine. Aside from, what was it, E2M2 that just really didn't need to exist. But there's nothing just... there's nothing gripping about them. It's like... I felt like there was more of a reason to play through episode 1 than this one. This one feels like a lot of filler. And not even like a decent filler, just like it feels quaint in a way. And this texture should not be used on a full bright room. My goodness. What the hell is going on with these secrets? Oh shit, that was this secret tag was actually removed with a property transfer, so it's a good thing I stepped on it when I did, I guess. Okay, let's just press on, I guess. Oh, that looks so weird. I promise you, my D-Zone CP map is going to be D-Zone Community Project map is going to be a lot more polished than this. Maybe too polished. I don't know. I think it's kind of like up... It's the thing with that, like I almost think it's kind of almost up to the viewer to determine what the whole D-Zone thing means to them. For me, I saw it as kind of an opportunity to just sort of re-immerse myself in the era, use more or less era-appropriate tools, and yeah, you know, just kind of a nice excuse to just sit down in front of my retro PC, go into DOS, experience bizarre editor bugs, crashes, and glitches, and routinely losing just decent amounts of work. You might be sensing a little bit of bitterness, and if you are, then you are very perceptive. I applaud you. Honestly, it hasn't been that bad. It's been different, but it's been doable, I guess. it is making me appreciate Doom Builder, and I actually think it's going to make me more efficient with Doom Builder again. You know, remove a little bit of that overthinking, that over-reliance on the 3D view. Because sometimes there are a lot of things that you can do faster from top down. What is... Ah, I see. This author does really love barrels. But, yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of those things, and I don't know, just speaking for myself here, obviously. It's like whenever I use Doom Builder, I always kind of find myself in this trap where it feels like I need to use the 3D view for way more than I actually need to use it for. So, I don't know. Might just be a me thing. Hard to say. But you are welcome to share your thoughts and weird eccentricities in the comments section down below. Haha. Something call for engagement. Lol. So, I kind of think I might have lost the last secret in a property transfer. In fact, I did. Because I did IDDST and got nothing. So, yeah. I think all of the secrets can be technically missed in this map. And I use secrets in giant air quotes. Well, this one I would say is probably the most visually interesting. You know, playing with light levels and other forms of texturing, but yeah, it didn't really blend into the background, I think, as much as most of the rest of the episode did. I don't think it was as fun to play as the secret map, but it was alright. Let's go with a 7. Kind of seems like 7 seems to be like my general go-to if a map is reasonably fun. And yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Alright, spawning vats or whatever's replacing it. Ooh, look at that, 75 kills. What is going on here? And should I be concerned? I mean, I probably should be concerned, for being completely honest. Alright. Ugh. More textures that just really don't play well with full bright. I heard something teleport away, or here, I'm not really sure which. Yeah, a little bit of close range combat. Really wish I would have had the chain gun out a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Just a nice go-to weapon. Nice thing in Doom 1 that was very much underappreciated. And now that I think about it, I'm kind of wondering if a lot of it had to do with just, you know, the relative skill from that era. Because, I mean, you figure, if you have people who are relatively new to FPSs using generally much crappier mice and such. Not saying that all ball mice are bad. I mean, I got a lot of mileage out of those and did quite well in Quake Deathmatch, if I do say so myself. But, yeah, they were definitely... Oh my. V1M8 homage? But... yeah, let's put it this way. You're much better off with a cheap optical mouse than, like, a cheap or even mid-tier ball mouse. We'll just kind of leave it at that, I suppose. So what's over here? Right, so what's I going with that? Oh yeah, that's the thing with the shotgun though, because you've got that nice horizontal spread. So I almost wonder if that was the preferred weapon simply because of that. Because you didn't really have to be accurate with it. Because I'm pretty sure you actually get higher DPS with the chain gun. Oh, that was just cheap. Could be mistaken. I'm not really sure. Oh, what? No, don't go in the teleporter. Don't. Didn't die after 5. That's just rude. Alright, off we go. Now this looks like a 2... Well, that room, the end of that room there looked like an E2M5 homage. Okay, you know, I actually don't mind that use of... I don't mind the blue key being that close to the blue door, because you figure if you just decide to book it and run... Well, hey, guess what? That's a sign that you needed to not do that. Weird teleport traps, but you know what? I'm actually kind of liking what this map is doing so far. Not pretty, but you know what? It's effective. And I can respect that. Respect the hell out of that. Anyway. Yeah, why couldn't the episode have been more like this? Like, this is, actually genuinely interesting. Especially this section here. I mean, goodness. Red, yep. Ooh, trapping me with a player. Player corpse. Okay, so there's actually nothing here. The other thing, too, is I'm not just randomly getting secrets by walking into rooms that I need to go through. So, that's also kind of making me happy. Now, I do not have a yellow key, but I do have a red one. Oh, yeah, that's kind of lame. Slightly unnecessary. So what I like to do sometimes, like especially in situations like that, I just really want to look at the auto map and see what the room looks like. And, 9 times out of 10, yeah, nothing particularly wild. Sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised. So do these... Okay. Okay. The switches I'm scared to hit, turns out they do nothing. I also did not go into this teleporter. I don't think I went into that one, but I definitely did not go into this one here. Which actually, yeah, that one is an arbitrary secret that it's probably going to be a little bit difficult to actually trigger. Oh. Wait, no. I guess. Alright. You really expect me to rock a dual Cybe? Should've just skipped the invuln. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped the invuln. Okay. You know, it's one of those things, like, people do talk about how they tend to screw up two-shotting Cybes when they have the invuln. I'm no different. I mean, I can... Yeah, there's the exit right there. What the hell? What the hell is this? Anyway. Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with confidence. You know, too much of it. And, yeah, there's no way to go back. So, we are going to no-clip, because I do want to see the rest of this map. So, I guess let's go... What's a good spot? It's close enough to humanity, I guess. I don't know. That looks like a teleporter right... Is that the one I accidentally hit? I think it is. Yeah. It's another secret that's basically impossible to get. Sigh. Always have to have some sort of weird quirk, right? But, anywho... Yeah, okay. Huh, so that just kind of... takes you over into there. Alright. This is an interesting trap, though. And just in case you missed it... Oh, balls. Just in case you missed, like, all the weapons. Alright. Yeah. Oh my goodness, stop it. Unmarked teleporters, that's rough. What's the kills? Is it in... Oh, that's where that... one of those things were. Apparently kills are in there. That little room there. But... Anyway, what was I talking about? Sorry, too many things going on. Getting distracted. But... Yeah, no, when it comes to, like, two-shotting Cybers, I think that was what I was referring to. It's just so incredibly easy to end up just maybe getting a little bit overly confident Or apathetic. I think apathetic's probably a better term for that. Seeing as it generally involves just not really caring if you get hit or not. Is that actually... Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Well, that would have been nice to have. Oh. Where? What leads to that? I mean, I know there's a lot of teleporters I didn't really take because, I mean, why? Admittedly, I'm a little bit worried that there's going to be one of those random ones that just kind of... I don't know. I think I went into this one. Yep. Or not random ones, but like ones where you have to go into a certain side of a teleporter. God, I hate those. Oh. It is this one. Neat. And you are the last one. And I want to say with all these, yeah, there's the two remaining secrets are on teleporters that I don't believe I can hop back onto. Oh well. Rip in pieces, I guess. So let me just go ahead and maybe skipping a little bit of walking because it's a neat map, but there we go. I guess these are probably all the remaining items too. Boy, not a whole lot of confidence in the player here. Of course, then again, I did get hit twice by that guy. But again, I had the invuln, so it didn't matter. I didn't care. All that good stuff. Let's go ahead and go into the exit. Well, this is definitely... Man, this is definitely the strongest map of the set so far. Or not of the set, but of this episode for sure. I mean, it tried some new things. It had probably the most visual variety. I would say the absolute worst room is the end room with the cyber demon because... Oh my god, it was Excuse me, it was way too big. I mean, even by like 1994, I don't know how to strafe logic. That was way too big. I would say like Tower of Babel, that should have maybe been a little bit more of a guide. But even so, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 9, just because it just... I don't know, it was the author trying some new things. I actually genuinely enjoyed that one. So... Probably a little bit overrated, but in terms of what we're dealing with here, I don't know, it really feels like a 9 at this point. So it could just be because I went through the rest of this generally disappointing, although I don't know, it's been picking up. It's been picking up. I don't want to say anything too harsh. But anyway, we're on to the last map now. The Tower of Not Bell. Oh, God. I don't have a feeling that I'm going to open that door right there. And there's going to be a cyber demon inside. It didn't flag this as not having an exit, which... Someone opened the door. He might be ambush flagged. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I really hope you came into this map in a continuous playthrough. Yeah, it's probably ambush flagged. Come here, you big stupid heads. Alright, I don't think anyone else is awake. Oh. Well, that's just disappointing. Bro, did you like mix up maps 7 and 8? Because... Oh, this is another one of those, like, why bother sort of maps. Look at this. I mean, I guess that makes it a lot more possible from a pistol start. What is that doing? It's lowering a giant wall. And there's no other kills, which means there's no cyber yeah, it's just an exit. This is, What do I even say about this? I mean, it's kind of a cool... No, not it's really not. I cannot tell a lie. That was disappointing. Okay, well that one... I mean, I basically gave E2M2 a 2 because it was a playable map that basically I felt there was no point in playing. I'm going to do the same with this one. 2 out of 10. That was just sad. I really think that the author should have put E2M7, what was in the E2M7 slot, into this one, because that way when you killed the Cyber Demon, that would have basically been the climax. It would have been over at that point. I don't really... It almost feels like this map was meant to segue maybe a little bit more cleanly into the next episode, but even if that's the case, it should have been... It should have maybe been expanded upon compared to what it is. It shouldn't have been as ugly. I mean, it's just... Oh, man. From a pacing perspective, like, that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Because it's like you have this big grand... Okay, it's not really a grand fight, but they were trying to make a grand fight in the last level, and then you go into this one where it's just kind of weak sauce. It almost feels like an episode 1, like vanilla episode 1 rehash. Fighting 2 barons, hitting a switch, and then instead of just... Even that one felt like more of an ending. I don't... One of those things where it's kind of useless complaining about something that came out this long ago. I'm fully aware of that, but I'm still allowed to be disappointed, right? But anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it here, because what else is there to say about this one? Just, it is what it is, I guess. But anyway, we got one more episode left to play, and I don't know, after episode 1 I was feeling kind of hopeful, but at this point I'm feeling a little bit skeptical, and I think you can probably all understand why. But hey, let's hope for the best and press forward. It's still, regardless of of how this ends, it's still impressive that with the tooling of the era and all that good stuff, that the author was able to put together a 3-episode replacement. I just, you know, again, I just kind of wish that maybe he would have put more focus on episode 1, or just a single episode instead of, you know, going for quantity. But it is what it is. We'll see how this ends. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.